Max Kramer is coming in at 11 to talk about signing with us, then see if Tony can take me at 12 for a haircut, and make a reservation for 2 at the Penguin Club for lunch.
Shall I send the lady some flowers?
Who said anything about a lady? Just because I'm getting a haircut.
Oh, and wearing your new suit and your birthday tie and your best hat. I can tell when you're all shook up.
I am not all shook up. This is a business agreement. Blanche Colby is the lady's name.
Blanche Colby? You mean that new female agent in town?
Yes, and very different from the usual run.
Oh, I'll say she is. I've heard how she works.
Susie, you're not going to pay any attention to that kind of scurrilous gossip, are you?
Miss Sands, this isn't gossip. I heard it. It isn't really gossip.
That will be all, Miss McNamara.
Yes, sir. You didn't happen to mention the Tiomkin deal to her, did you?
Susie, I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd take a chance on a big deal like that, do you?
Well, you can't be too careful. Well, shall I call Miss Colby and tell her you meet her at the Penguin Club at 1 o'clock?
That won't be necessary. She's picking me up here at 12:30, and you may go out to lunch early today.
Oh, well, thank you very much, but I'd sort of planned to have lunch in the office today.
You will go out to lunch today, Miss McNamara. That is an order.
I see. You want to be alone.
Well, I will be here to chaperone, if that's what you mean. But since you have prejudged Blanche Colby, I see no use in having an unpleasant scene.
Well, I can be very sweet when I have to be.
Yes, I know that kind of sweetness. They say arsenic has a sweet taste, too. Now, go on.
Very well. But since I've been practically thrown out of my office, I think the least you can do is pay for my lunch.
All right, lunch is on me today.
Thank you. And I'll have a very expensive lunch at the Penguin Club. Now, I think they'll probably have cocktails right here. So, I don't think he'll notice any particular change in this.
And then you accidentally leave the key up?
You've heard of the walkie-talkie.
And the creepy peepee?
Well, this is the eerie. I don't like to be a snooper, but this is for Mr. Sands' own protection.
Susie, you should have been with the FBI.
Well, I am. Female Bureau of Investigation.
So, this is where the big executive works.
Oh, just an old office.
Oh, but it's impressive, Peter. Just the kind of place for those important deals you're always making.
Come on and see the rest of it.
I just have a cubbyhole. My office is practically in my hat.
And may I say, a very pretty hat.
Oh, thank you, Peter. I didn't think you'd notice.
How could I help it?
They just went in.
What does she look like?
Well, I only got the merest glance. I didn't want to seem curious. She's pretty in an artificial sort of way, and she has reddish hair touched up, I think, with an angel cut. And she's wearing one of those simple black suits that look like nothing but are very expensive, and one of those little hats, all plume, that are nothing but expensive, too, with black suede pumps, a bag to match, very sheer nylons, and a whole litter of stone martins.
Too bad you didn't get a good look.
And she calls him Peter.
It's perfect. I love a man who makes a good martini.
Well, here's to competition. May ours always be friendly.
And here's to a very generous competitor.
You've been such a help, Peter. I don't see how I ever could have got started without you.
There's room enough for everybody, especially an attractive girl like you.
Have another?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't know what I was doing. Oh, Peter, is that one of your contracts?
Yes.
Why, it's with Gregor Tiomkin. Isn't he the big Metropolitan Opera star?
That's right.
And you've signed him for a Broadway musical.
Why, Peter, how positively brilliant of you to put a deal like that together.
Well, it was a lot of hard work. Tiomkin wanted the moon, and I got it for him.
But, Peter, it isn't signed.
I'll put it away.
Of course, I couldn't hope to put a deal like that together for years, but I seem to have a knack for little deals.
Peter, I've just had the wildest idea. Why couldn't we work together? You could turn over some of your deals appeals to me. The little ones, I mean, the ones you haven't time for, and I could do the legwork.
Well, I don't know. I have Susie. That's my secretary. And between us, we seem to be able to handle the business here.
Oh, I'm sure your secretary is very efficient, but don't you need her for the big stuff like Tiomkin? And I could be sort of a junior partner.
Something to think about. I'll talk to Susie about it.
I wouldn't do that. After all, you're the one to make the decisions, aren't you, Peter?
You bet I am. Now, how about lunch? I have a reservation at the Penguin Club.
Penguin Club? How lovely. I've never been there.
Here they come. Here, I'll get behind you. Okay.
Miss Paskin?
I just came in to dust.
It's easier with the dust fly.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back at 2:30, Susie. My secretary, she's all shook up about something.
We got caught.
Well, I don't care. Now I know what we're up against. Did you get that phony approach? Why don't you make me a junior partner?
Her hair is retouched. Tin tone 108 golden red. I've used it myself.
Well, this is open warfare. Susie the Saboteur against breathless Blanche.
Don't forget me, Violent Vi.
And no holds barred with this dame. Just open guerrilla warfare.
I am Gregor Tiomkin. Undress me.
I beg your pardon?
The rack around my throat, it is choking me.
Oh.
If I catch cold, it costs a fortune. Not for me, for the Metropolitan.
Yes, I know.
Spasiba. Thank you. Who are you?
I'm Susie McNamara, Mr. Sand's secretary.
McNamara is too long. I call you Galubitschka, my little dog.
Spasiba.
Oh, you are cute. You make me fun.
And you just missed Mr. Sands. He went out to lunch with a lady.
A lady? Maybe I joined them. Where did they go?
Oh, well, I don't think you'd enjoy this. It's a very unattractive lady.
A dog.
An Airedale.
Spasiba. I thank you. I do not go.
Oh, but if you've come about the contracts, they're right here. All ready for you. Here's a copy all ready to sign.
No, today is not day for contracts. Astrologer says next Thursday is day for signing contracts.
Thursday. Oh, well, Mr. Sands will be here all day. There isn't a thing on his calendar.
Good. But today is day for creative efforts. That's why I am here. I wish to translate a lullaby. You speak Russian, Galubitschka?
Oh, yes, fluently. 2 words, Galubitschka and Spasiba.
Oh, it is like this. I wish to translate this lullaby. It is a beautiful Russian lullaby. White Russian, of course. Now listen. Spи, mladinec mой прекрасный, раюшки баю, раюшки баю, тра-да-ди-да-ди-да-да-да, баюшки баю.
Well, that's lovely.
It is for my opening in show. Everybody thinks Tiomkin will enter and blast out with big aria. Instead, there is a little baby in cradle. And Tiomkin sings lullaby to it. Bayushki, bayu. Bayushki, bayu.
Well, that's terrific.
Oh, Nichimo, it is nothing. And then, when baby is asleep, then I open up with big aria.
You wake up the baby.
I cannot help.
Well, I'll have it translated for you right away.
Oh, this is no hurry. I just want to tell Peter my idea. And now I'm going to launch. Big launch. At the Penguin Club.
Penguin. Oh, well, I wouldn't go there, Mr. Tiomkin.
Why not? There's a very good chef there.
Well, no, he left yesterday.
Okay, then I go to Bublinski. Good chef there, too. Please dress me.
Oh, yes.
Spasibo. Thank you.
Nичего.
Oh, too bad you do not speak Russian. You speak so good already.
What was that?
A happy bear.
Good morning, Susie.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Dan. Oh, a new jacket?
Yes, like him?
Well, isn't it a little collegiate?
Well, I'm going to college. But to New Haven, anyway. I'm driving up tomorrow afternoon to catch the opening of Mr. Marco Polo.
Oh, alone?
Alone. However, I will have company on the way home.
Really?
Yes, Blanche Colby is visiting her aunt in New Haven. She'll take in the show with me, and we'll drive home together.
What a convenient coincidence.
Isn't it?
But don't forget that Thursday is C Day, and Mr. Tiomkin is coming in to sign his contract.
I'll be here, Susie. Don't worry. Oh, and Susie, you've worked very hard with me on this deal, so if you still want that electric fan you've been asking for, it's yours.
Thank you.
You don't seem very enthusiastic. After all, those fans cost a lot of money.
Mr. Sands, how can I be enthusiastic? You're not giving me that fan because I've earned it. You're giving it to me because you're happy about your date with Blanche Colby. Yes, it looks just like breathless Blanche. I can stick pins into it.
I don't think it looks like her at all. Oh, speaking of that woman, a funny thing happened at lunch today. I ran into Miss Pringle. You know, the one who has the employment agency?
Yes.
Well, she was telling me about the trouble she's having finding a secretary for breathless Blanche. She can't find anyone to satisfy her. It's a small world, isn't it?
Sometimes I think it isn't small enough.
Well, the latest thing is she wants a secretary who can speak Russian.
Well, she probably assigned the Russian ballet. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Blanche Colby wants a secretary who can speak Russian.
If I'm not mistaken, breathless Blanche is about to give Mr. Sands a beautiful double cross.
She is?
Yes, listen to this. You remember when Tiomkin was up here? Well, this can only mean one thing. Colby is trying to sign him up, and she's using the Russian secretary bit as bait.
Susie, are you sure?
Oh, she is clever. This one, she is clever. She got Mr. Sands to go to New Haven to get him out of the way, which leaves the field clear for her to sign Tiomkin.
Are you sure?
I am sure. I am positive.
And with Mr. Sands halfway to New Haven, there's nothing we can do.
Oh, yes, there is. You call Mr. Sands at the Taft Hotel in New Haven and tell him what happened.
What are you going to do?
Miss Colby wants a Russian secretary? Sonia. Miss Pringle, she said, come here.
Oh, you can hang your things up there and then come into my office. Do you speak Russian?
I am a Russian.
I really want an American girl who knew the language, but there's also some typing.
I type.
In English, I hope.
My father, English professor at university.
Good. Now, this is a Russian song.
Da 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 da. Bayushka Bayu.
Never mind singing it. Just translate it.
Ничего. It's nothing.
But first, I want you to copy this contract.
Gregor Tiomkin.
I want 6 copies. Here are the forms. Do you think you can do it?
Nichivo, nothing.
The typewriter is in there, and Mr. Tiomkin will be here shortly.
He comes here?
That's right. And be sure they're ready by then.
I try.
And must you look like that? Don't you ever smile?
In my country, everybody's sad.
But you're not in your country now. You're in America.
In America, everything's so lovely. That makes me sad.
Dear Gregor, I'm so glad you didn't forget.
Forget an appointment with my new little agent. Oh, no. Besides, today astrologer said a beautiful lady will bring me good luck.
Oh, how nice. Gregor, I have a surprise for you.
I love surprises.
This is Sonia. She's Russian, and she's going to translate your lullaby.
Oh, good. You do not let grass grow under the streets. Let me speak.
Dobre utro.
Oh, where do you come from?
Siberia.
Nobody comes from Siberia. They are sent there.
We run from Bolshevik.
I understand, babushka. Now say something to me in Russian language. It is so long since I've heard it.
Speak up, speak up. That's what you're here for.
Since I come this country, I speak only English. It's only way learn language.
She is right. When you are in Rome, you must speak English. But you will do translation.
Oh, da.
Oh, good. Thank you. The first line is very easy. Just sleep, little one, sleep. But the second line, Bayushki Bayu, oh, that is very hard. It means nothing. It is just sound what mother makes when she is rocking the cradle.
Like a rockabye baby?
Rockabye baby is close, but does not sound right yet.
No. Then why we not keep Bayushka Bayu? First line English, second line Russian.
Oh, that is wonderful idea. You are very clever girl. Too bad you're such a dog.
Sonia is also making out the contracts, the new one.
Oh, no. Today is not day for contracts. That is for tomorrow.
Oh, I know. We'll go over them today and get everything ironed out. Bring them in as soon as they're ready.
Yes.
I have been stopping by Peter's office to tell him the bad news. Bad news for him, but not for you. For you is good news. But he's not in the office all day.
Oh, I've heard that about him before. Never around when you need him, and I hear he's quite a playboy.
Is he? You do not say. One would not think in such a pretty hat would have such good business sense.
It's just that I'm interested in you, Gregor. I admire you, and I want to see that you get everything you deserve.
Oh, $1,000 more a week is wonderful. Why couldn't Peter Sand get me these?
Oh, well, he probably didn't try. But I hate to run down my competitors.
At first, I think he's lucky for me. He has such a good name, Peter. Many a great man in my country's history has the name of Peter.
And now you've settled for plain little Blanchy.
Oh, he's not so plain. No. We make a toast.
Did you want something?
I have other line for lullaby.
Well, save it. We'll get to that later. Are the contracts ready?
I get them.
You were saying, Gregor?
To the beautiful lady that brings me luck today, Vaše zdravie.
Thank you, Gregor.
You do not break glass like in our country?
I thought
She is right. You break the glass and it brings good luck. Zdravie.
Now you. Nichivo.
Let's go.
Fun, huh? I go now.
good. you were saying, Gregor?
Oh, we make another toast and smash some more glass.
Oh, let's just forget the toast. I want to tell you what I have planned for us.
Good. Today is for celebration, tomorrow for business.
Please, never mind that now. Maestro may hurt himself.
She's right.
Now, I thought we'd have dinner at my house. I've planned all the things you like. Caviar, little stuffed cabbages, stroganoff.
Wonderful.
It's bad for Maestro figure.
Yes, right.
It seems to me she's always right. We'll have anything you like, Gregor. Tea and toast if you like.
Oh, it's not very good, but better for figure.
But the point is that we'll have dinner, and then we'll relax and have a few drinks, and then 1 minute past 12, you can sign the contract. It'll be sort of a gesture.
It's a charming idea. I will do it.
Did astrologers say morning or evening good for a signed contract?
Will you get out
I go.
and bring those contracts?
I bring.
I'm sorry. I'm a little jumpy. I just didn't want anything to go wrong.
Oh, nothing will go wrong, little one.
Now what are you doing?
I make many mistakes. I do over again, this time perfect. You say I do not laugh? I laugh now, I am so stupid.
You can say that again.
You have other contract?
No, you'll have to go out and get some more.
Could you not do this for me? I have songs translated.
You have translated song? I want to hear.
I told you that can wait.
But I am a creative artist. I do not work only when in mood. Now.
She is right. You go and get the contracts, and when you come back, we are finished.
I thought I hired a secretary, not a genius.
It's no law for secretary cannot be genius.
Spasibo.
I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Take your time. We have big surprise for you when you come back.
Big surprise. Mrs. Tiomkin, please. Please just sit down here for a minute. I have to talk fast. Now, look, I know that she's getting you $1,000 more than Mr. Sands, but let me tell you what Mr. Sands is getting you instead.
Oh, wait a minute. You are not Russian girl?
No. I'm Susan McNamara, Mr. Sands' secretary. Don't you remember me?
Galoob, the little doll.
That's right, Galoob.
This guy is just like an opera.
Well, not quite. Now, look. Here is Mr. Sands' contract. I hid it right in here, see? Now, you look and see. He's getting you 10% of the show. You know what that means?
Oh, yes. If show does 40,000, it will be 4,000 for me, no?
This'll do 50.
Oh, and she has not got that in her contract?
Oh, of course not. She doesn't even know anything about these things. Now, you go ahead and read.
It seems to be wonderful contract.
Now, if you look at the other provisions there, you will see
What is going on here?
Plenty. The ugly dogling is really a beautiful swan.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Miss Colby, about my other job. I'm Mr. Sands' secretary.
You're what?
Yes. And Mr. Tiomkin has decided to accept our contract and stay with the office.
You see, I told you. Today is day for a beautiful woman to bring me good luck.
Of all the low-down, despicable tricks.
Whose do you mean, your tricks or Susie's?
Peter, you're supposed to be in New Haven.
And I would be if I hadn't received a very interesting message from my secretary. Where is Susie?
Here. You do not know your little Galubichka?
Susie?
Da.
Get out! Get out, all of you!
With pleasure. And may I say I am not charging you for this afternoon's work.
More broken glass. Oh, we shall be very happy together.
Susie, what are you made up for?
Every part of dog. Russian wolfhound.